I'm Chris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, speaking with Taryn Johnson, who has just announced her commitment to the University of Houston Cougars women's basketball program, and head coach Ronald Hughey and the staff. Taryn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, you got on the shirt. What was the reasoning? What are the decisions? Why you decided on the U of H?
I decided on U of H because one, like the coaching staff is amazing. Love them. And when they were recruiting me, they were super adamant about me, playing my position, wanting to develop me as a athlete and as a young lady. And I think for me it was a big thing to play for an African American coach. I just think with everything going on in days, it's something I've always wanted for myself. And University of Houston fits just that. The atmosphere gives me family atmosphere. I'm going to be far away from home considering the fact that I am from California. So it sounds good to me.
Okay, and so right there, I got to ask you, you're in California. What high school do you attend right now?
I attend Cathedral Catholic High School. It's a private high school in San Diego, California.
And what AAU team do you play for?
Well, this past year I played for Cal Sparks, but prior to that I was playing for the San Diego Waves.
Okay, San Diego, California, Houston. How did this come about? How did you just learn of Houston, and how did Houston learn of you?
This past travel season is when Houston came about. I switched travel teams, obviously, and I started playing for Coach Elbert, and he really put my game out there. Houston came in contact. I wanted to play in the South, so I was born in Atlanta, so I kind of wanted to go back that way.
Okay. Describe your game for folks who have not seen you play.
I would say that I'm more of a 3-guard. I like playing transition. I like playing fast. I will run the floor, and defense is the main key of my game. I love defense. If anything gets me going, it's definitely defense.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Okay, so you've grown an inch. I think one of the last things I saw listed you at 5'8".
Yes, I have grown. I'm 5'9".
And ironically, I found an old clip of you from maybe your freshman year, some of your freshman going to sophomore year, and you talked about, I think, wanting to play either on the West Coast, East Coast, whatever, but it wasn't Houston. I remember that specifically. So, really, what changed for you, Coach Hughey? Because the way you describe yourself, you sound like a Coach Hughey kind of player. Love and defense, want to play fast.
Yeah, I think that was the main thing. Houston's game fits my game, and I love that. I want to play fast. I want to play at a high tempo. I want to play with a team that's so dialed into defense as well. So I think Houston just fit my game the best from all the coaches I've talked to.
What other schools did you talk to? Did you have a final list?
No, I did not have a final list. I think it was just more of a connection thing. I just narrowed it down from there.
How many visits did you take to other schools, if any?
I only took one visit.
And that was Houston?
Yes.
And that was it for you? That sold you right then and there, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Who on the staff? Was it Coach Hughey who handled your recruiting? Or was it Coach Dillard? Who on the staff you talked to the most?
I think between Coach Ty and Coach Hughey, those are the two main people. I think they're about at the same consistency. So,
did Houston's invitation to the Big 12 conference influence your decision at all?
No, I don't think that influenced my decision at all. I committed before I even knew about the Big 12, or they're coming to the Big 12. But it also all plays out really well because one of my dreams was to play in a Power 5 conference, and Houston is now in a Power 5 conference.
And I don't know if you still do. Do you run track, compete in track?
I took track. I stopped running track my freshman year after my freshman season because it would conflict with AAU. but I'll be back this year.
Any plans of pursuing track at UH?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. I think I'm just gonna focus mainly on basketball.
What skills would you say are your strengths right now, and then what would you like to improve for your game once you get to UH?
I would say my skills and strengths right now would be getting to the basket and finishing. Upon coming to University of Houston, I would like to better figure out like my shot selection and like the right shot, like when to pull up for a jumper, when to hit the three, when I can beat the girl off the dribble. I think just a higher IQ for me.
On your visit to UH, who did you meet? Any of the teammates? Any of the girls on the team?
Yes, I did. I went to a camp at Houston. I want to say like the middle of June, so I kind of knew like some of the faces. They were familiar. But yes, when I went there, I did meet some more of the girls.
And did you kind of click with them too?
Yes, I did.
How would you describe the vibe, the feeling, the atmosphere of the camp and the staff?
I feel like this school and like the camp and everything gave me like a really big like family vibe. Like everyone's there for each other at all times. Like they just always have each other's back, and I really like that.
Have you thought about at all what your major is going to be at UH?
Yes, I'm gonna major in liberal arts.
Okay, and then what do you want to do? Do you have pro dreams to play ball after college?
No, I don't have any dreams to play ball after college. I want to be a lawyer.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's an honest assessment right there. Why no pro dreams at all?
Basketball for me, I think I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I just see so much more for myself on the business side with like becoming a lawyer, and that's like a really big dream of mine. And I don't want to start it too late with like playing basketball and everything. So
Well, Houston has a very good law school as well, so that should fit right into your plans. Okay, so this is great. Is there anything you want to say to? Oh, I got to ask you this: when you decided on Houston, did your family? It's like that's far, Taryn. That's far from California, or great. What was their reaction?
when I decided on Houston, my family was all for it, to be honest. I have a lot of family in Texas, in Houston already, so it's not really that big of like a disconnection. Like I said, my family was like from Atlanta, like from the South, so they're like completely okay with it, and they put their trust in. They love Houston, so.
Okay, so they'll get a chance to come see you play.
Yes.
One last thing before I let you go, is there anything you want to say to your new fans at the University of Houston?
I can't wait to come play, and I will see you guys next year.
Taryn Johnson, thank you very much for your time. You take care.
You too.